What we got?
But given the events of the day, I mean, how much this sweeping a doubleheader tonight give you guys kind of a boost?
You usually get back. The game gives you back kind of what you put into it, but everybody's putting something into it. We pitched well for, was it 20 innings? Real well. Bud was good, and bullpen finished it up. There were a lot of quality pitching, really on both sides. There weren't a whole lot of runs scored, but good pitching solves a lot of problems, issues, whatever you might want to call it. So that's usually where it starts.
Specifically, Bud, what were you seeing with him that was making him so good?
Bud's done, really not the last piece, but a piece that was missing was his ability to defend himself against left-handed hitters. That was a lot of left-handed hitters tonight, and that's about as good as I've seen him. Change up, little cutter, breaking ball enough, a little late life fastball, and he's done a lot better job second half of the season, and really the season in general. He was a strong traditional guy, right, left, and it was one of our points of emphasis with him this spring was to, defend himself better against him. He's done a good job with it.
You talk about how guys have stepped up, and you look at that lineup today in the second game. It's a little bit atypical for what you usually put out there, and the fact that they, scored 5 runs and you got some key hits from some people who, I know you guys have confidence, but how much does that really bring home your point about how everybody can step?
We. Stevie's been playing, seems like every day. I mean, Jonathan's been up here all the time. David's been with us since day one. Helson's and Ryman. I think we played every position player here in both games, and that's why I came in here this morning and went to bed last night planning on doing today. And wasn't going to pitch anybody twice in the doubleheader. And I feel fortunate to have done that, but that only goes because you got some skilled people that can do a job. And, using the versatility and the depth that we have had down in Norfolk, and brought up some people that could do some things. But if you really look out there, Ryan's been with us all year, and the catchers, so it's kind of been who we are.
But when you look at Diaz, and I know we talked about this in Boston a little bit, has he just looked comfortable basically since he got here?
Yeah, it's you never really know initially when someone's. He hasn't been with the White Sox his whole career, but he's really had his real success in the big leagues there. And anytime you kind of change atmosphere, so to speak, you're never 100% sure. But we talked to a lot of people. We had Jeff Manto, who was his hitting coach last year. I mean, a lot of people we talked to and felt like we had a good chance to get lucky with him, and we have so far.
The last 24 hours been especially difficult for you?
Like I said earlier, Rich, I mean, compared to, whatever somebody else perceives it as, in the whole scheme of life and the world and whatever in the country, it's all relevant. I guarantee you there's a lot of people having a lot tougher 24 hours than I just had, I can tell you that. So that's kind of what you do. And, wake up every morning. I've told you before, many times I come here and think things had a great pitching matchup, everybody's swinging the bat well, everything, and you go home at the end of the night and you go, geez, what happened? That wasn't supposed to happen. Or you come in here just the opposite, and you go home and you play a good, crisp, solid baseball game and win. So, that's why we come to games to see what happens. That's the game, but all the other stuff, I know what you're talking about. I've had a headache since about 8 o'clock last night, I can tell you that. That's why I'm looking at you real, but probably for a different reason.
Thanks, guys. Do the same thing tomorrow morning.
You got it. Thank you.